Hello, divine beings. Welcome to Demella Universe. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a special message from the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies in the Aquarian realm. Earlier, we believe this year, or it could have been last year, we received a message from the divine feminine masculine energies introducing us to how they would co-create within the air and the earth energies in the Aquarian realm. And they've come up with a follow-up reading, a bit of a refresher on the information they brought in, and to also give a bit of an understanding of how the energies are working out at this time, for they have somewhat solidified. It was as if they were giving us a heads up in the last reading, and now they're saying this is how it's working now, and it's time for you all to understand these energies. So, in the Piscean realm, in the realm of illusion, we were learning with the divine masculine energy as the flame energy, the fire energy in the scene, and the divine feminine energy as the water energy, as the emotional body. So in the illusion, because we were all creating through the external, through the illusion, through the programming, in order for us to stop this auto-creation, this autopilot, this regurgitation of what was, using the light to create the light, the divine masculine and feminine energies co-created as such. You would action blindly with the information you were given, and this actioning would elicit an emotional response. Should the emotional response be positive, you'll then know that you're aligning with your soul. Should it be a negative, a suffering, a heartache, or a sadness, anything that is of what would, as humans, we would consider a negative emotion, would then show your malalignment, your disalignment of source. For source energy, your soul is always at well-being, 100% at well-being, 100% at presence, 100% at existence, 100% there. You are always connected to source. And any thought that was otherwise, any action that was otherwise, anything that deviated from your well-being was a negative emotional response. This was the teaching of the divine feminine and masculine energies in order to align your action to the divine feminine, in order to tame the unawakened divine masculine, and to rather unawakened masculine, for it was not truly divine at that time, and to awaken it and raise its frequency to the divine masculine, to the awakened divine masculine. Thus the emperor becoming the divine emperor, which is action within the truth of your soul, action within source. So this was how the beautiful masculine and divine feminine energies co-created in the Piscean realm to teach us to allow our action to follow our well-being, our joy, our love, our ease, our happiness. Now the energies in the Aquarian realm have evolved just as we have evolved, have ascended just as we have ascended, and in this frequency they create to the core, to the truth of their frequency, as everything now is being created within the core and the truth. In the realm of Pisces, in the illusion, the masculine energy was in the illusion, blindly creating. The divine feminine was in the illusion, the conditioned emotion, the conditioned love. Now in the Aquarian realm, the divine feminine is in its truth, the receptive creator energy, the earth energy, Mother Earth Gaia energy, the Empress energy. And the divine masculine is now finally the soul, the air energy, divine love. So yes, the divine masculine has no longer, well, it still occupies the fire frequency in the actioning. However, predominantly in the Aquarian frequency, the divine masculine is the air energy, which is the heart chakra, which is divine love, which is the soul space. So your soul is the actioning energy. And your soul is in the unknown. Your soul is in the shadow aspect of the yin and yang. We receive from the shadow. The yang is the light, the seen, the physical. So your soul is creating with the mastery of you. Remember, you are a multi-dimensional, multi-vibrational being. Your soul isn't singular. Your soul isn't a unilateral existence which is limited. Your soul is a limitless, multi-dimensional, multi-frequency, ever fluid, ever expanding frequency, multi-frequencies. Your soul has been many beings, and in each and every single experiencing of your soul, besides this one, as this is the current one, you can say this is your most recent, the newest, this is the baby form of you, this human experience. In all your other experiences, your soul has mastered you, in the sense that your soul knows your joy, your soul knows your highest frequency of abundance and happiness, your creativity, every single thing. You have mastered it. You have discovered it in the different lifestyles, and you're still discovering it, but at the highest frequency. You know the highest frequency of you, uniquely you. Each and every single one of you have a unique expression of the highest frequency. And your soul knows your highest frequency. How it looks like on earth, your soul has no idea, because that's why we are here. To discover how your highest frequency manifests in this physical form, how your highest love manifests in this physical form, how your soul manifests in this physical form. As such, your soul in the Aquarian realm is now doing the actioning through intuitive promptings, through intuitive feelings, through intuitive action, intuitive thoughts. You are receiving direction, instruction, guidance from your higher self within accordance to feelings, visions, maybe sometimes words, or just ideas and thoughts. The divine feminine is now the earth energy, which is the physical, the structure, the resources, the support, the finances, the security, the stability, the root chakra. The divine feminine is now the physical taking on the shape of your soul, which is doing. So as your soul says, turn left, and you in the physical trust your soul's guidance and turn left. As you now fall into place, as you walk step by step with your soul, it's like almost like synchronized swimming. As you now follow the guidance of your soul and step into the footsteps of your soul, boom, manifestation. Now you discover it. Now you discover your soul in the physical. Because that is the Aquarian realm, the realm of truth. And we are here to discover our soul in the physical, not to direct it, not to define it, not to control it, but to discover it, to receive, and then enjoy the receiving, and then just as easily release in order for you to receive more. Not to receive, and then now, this is who I am, bam, 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 and then to be disappointed as you now shifted to a new space. You are here to evolve. Your soul is limitless, thus the physical is limitless. Your soul is ever changing, thus the physical is ever changing. And should you just surrender to the frequency of this ever changing, ever fluid, ever limitless, ever unknown way of being, you will now truly operate within the alignment of your soul. The teaching in this realm is for you to be authentic. And the way for you to be authentic is to create through your soul, for that's authenticity. Anything else is an illusion. Anything else is a mask, a fake you. Anything else that is not inspired from the soul is a fake you. It is not the truth of you. It is the idea of you which is not real. And in this realm, authentic realness, the truth, be, the truth, abundance, the truth, loves, the truth is. And these beautiful energies wish you to understand they are now fully in action. So, should you not receive any guidance, it means you are simply to rest. Be on standby by doing that which you enjoy. Read a book, go to the beach, take a walk, jog, eat, make food, play with your kids. Do whatever it is that allows you a freeness, a fluidity, a happiness, a tranquility. For it means in that period of time, there are external energies still weaving. It's a timing, it's an energy experience. And as soon as you are ready to receive it, you will receive it. Should you receive the information, or should you receive the support, or should you receive the connection, or should you receive the finances, the money, now, when it is only useful next week, what happens? You receive the money. Oh wow, thank you, universe. I received the money now to finally move into a new place. Day one. Ooh, you know what? I think my family actually needs some money. Maybe do I need to move in next week? Or maybe I can move in. Maybe I can move in next month. Day two. Ooh, actually, maybe I actually need to save this money for something else because, you know, maybe if I move in day three, ooh, universe, this is so much money now. Must I really save it? Or must I move it day four? Universe is like, well, now you see what you've done. You've added thought. You've added micromanagement. You're not receiving and releasing. You're receiving and now controlling and trying to figure out and trying to discover. And that's adding all of this resistance to the manifestation. Whatever you ask for, you will receive. So if you're now going to receive money for the home and you know it's for the home, use it for the home and you receive more money for family, for everything else. But we are not taught that. We are taught, ooh, money in, prepare, invest, plan, direct. So Spirit's saying, in order to teach us to receive and then release, we are to receive when the energy is exactly when it's right. So if there happens to be next week an availability for you to move into a new place next week, Thursday, you will receive the deposit money on the Wednesday. And on the Wednesday, you'll receive the direction. Here we go. Here's the money. Oh, by the way, call that person. You call that person. Yes, that space is available. This is what to do. And boom, the money is available for that time. Because now, in the receiving, that received support, that received information, that received money, it's in its purity. You haven't polluted it with your doubt, micromanaging, asking other people, so I received this money, what do you think I should do with it? And then having all of their energy just spewed. Spirit is just showing us this energetic spewing of their own insecurity, their own perception. And now you've just energetically disrupted your manifestation. So until you are used to receiving and, oh, thank you, universe, I received it now. Thank you. Understanding this is from your higher self, so you're not being controlled. Spirit says many of you have a sense of feeling controlled. I'm receiving, now I have to wait until I'm told. What about free will? And Spirit's saying this is your soul teaching you how to be receptive to your soul. So you start aligning to your unique soul because you have been taught free will, but the free will you have been taught has been under the condition. It's been a very convenient free will for the control, for the illusion. You think you're free, but you're not. And Spirit is saying we are now teaching you the true freedom, which is you aligning to your soul. And as soon as you have become one, where you are no longer doubting the information, doubting the intuitive frequencies, where you are no longer questioning and problem solving and micromanaging, when you can simply receive it and be at ease, and receive more and be at ease. And in the receiving, it doesn't make you frantic or anxious. You simply receive it as if you're receiving sunshine on your skin. It doesn't affect your emotional range. Yes, of course, you'll be excited and you'll be grateful, but it doesn't cast you into hysteria. When you can receive and be in that ease, then you will simply be so fluid that you will simply be one with the frequency of your soul. No longer will it be this receiving to teach. You will simply just be one, and you will be fluid. And that is where we are ascending to. But until we are in that frequency, until we are in that dimension, right now you have just left the illusion. You do need an introduction course to this realm. Stop rushing. Stop being in such a hurry. Stop being so impatient. We cannot tell you the form, the when, the why, the time, the shape, the person, for you are there to discover this. We are here simply to guide you with the energies. As we guide you with the energies and you step into that energy, wonderful. But we're also not here to spend 24 hours with you just talking and giving information, because that's an overload for you. And also we're busy. We are also doing other things. Not that we are not with you 24/7, we're with you. You have our gaze fully upon you all the time. But to keep giving you yes, no, up, down, here we are, that's control, and we're not here to control you. And to keep giving you affirmations and validations means you don't believe in yourself. So that's not going to work either. We give you the information you need. It's up to you to believe it. It's up to you to believe, have faith, trust, and settle. This alchemy of the divine feminine and masculine energies in this realm is to align you to your authentic expression, your authentic truth, your authentic existence. So each and every single one of you are having a different way of discovering this. Don't try to find a similarity with you and another person. It's not going to work. A comparison between you and another person is not going to work. Which is why everybody around you, for the most part, don't understand why you are doing it or how you are doing it. But those who are doing the work, they don't need to. They're not asking to understand. They simply appreciate your clarity, and they are enjoying discovering and viewing how you create. Just as a few of you who I have had one-on-one sessions, it's been wonderful to have your feedback, as you, of course, when I do my readings, when we do our readings rather, we always share our evolution. For those of you who started with us when we were still identifying as Lasala, as the singular, you have literally witnessed our evolution. And you have said how amazing it is to witness this evolution, not necessarily understand it fully, but to see us embrace it and to simply see us grow through it, and how each and every single one of you are having your own evolution, your own awakening, your own unique frequency of the remembrance of who you truly are. And then there are those who completely won't get it because they're still in the frequencies of the unawakened. They will not get it. They can't get it. They are not going to get it, because for the most part you are old souls. For the most part, what they're learning now, you learned 100 to 1,000 lifetimes ago, which is why you don't understand why they're still stuck at one spot, while you feel like you have had hundreds of years on earth in a very short period of time. Hundreds of evolutions, hundreds of ascensions, and yet they're still stuck on race or sexuality or politics, or they're still stuck in that unawakened. It's not that they're stuck, that is where they're learning, that is where they're growing. So release them there. Release the unawakened beings to their own evolution. Step into the frequency of awakened energy. It's time that you allow yourself the frequency of awakened creation. And that simply means those who are creating in the presence, in the awareness of their soul, versus those who are creating within the ego and the mind. And yes, we wish to assist them. Yes, we wish to teach them. The best way for you to assist and to teach is for you to be in your own frequency. Every single time. But every single time you see where they are and you see where they could be, you keep defining them in the lack. So whatever you're doing, you're keeping them in that frequency. But should you accept where they are and be where you are, now you are allowing a higher frequency where they can be inspired to now learn and be inspired to be open, but it has to be when they are ready. Their evolution is not about you. Stop making everybody else's life about you. Only your life is about you. Your existence is about you. Everybody else is doing their own thing, because every single being, even the most unawakened being, is source energy creating. So this is a complete release of those who create in the absence of their soul. Understanding, or rather not the absence of the soul, because nobody is ever absent soul, rather in the unawareness of their soul, for they believe they're humans who just happen to have a soul, maybe here or there, or once in a while their soul sort of emerges, as opposed to you who understand you are the eternal soul who is having a physical experience, very different creating frequencies. And it's time that you release those who are humans who just happen to have a soul when the occasion calls for it. Allow them to reclaim their true identity of their by releasing the identification from the external and from ego into source when they are ready to do so. It can take maybe 100 years. It could take 1,000 years. It could take 100 lifetimes. It could take 1,000 lifetimes, and that's okay. Why? We're eternal. We're not in any rush. We really are not. Forever is literally forever. So whenever they get it, it's really up to them. It has nothing to do with us. We came here to increase the range of creation, not to change what is. We came here to open the doors to the higher frequencies, not to change. That is to disrupt. That is to direct. We came here to inspire. We came here to uplift. We came here to open up the different portals. We came here to say, humans, you can create as you wish, as you are right now, which is not a great look for you, or you can create in higher frequencies, which could potentially allow more happiness for you. But should you be happy in suffering, then remain there. But you seem to be wanting more. So in order for you to want more, you need to step into your truth. And this is why we are here. And the only way we can then allow them the awareness, it's all about awareness and the acceptance and the accountability, claiming their truth, is by you individually claiming your truth, living your path, and releasing everyone else who is not in vibrational alignment to you. It's not a goodbye. It is we are, or I am, however you identify, am ascending to love. And until you're in love, we cannot co-create. For I can't learn anything from you should you be literally actively ignoring your soul. I can learn many lessons, yes, but of the same energy. And I'm done learning the energy of suffering. I'm done learning the energy of heartache. I'm done learning the energy of frustration and anxiety and depression. I'm done learning in those energies of lack and poverty and self-rejection and criticism. I'm done learning in those lower frequencies. I'm done. If you're not done, that's perfectly fine. I release you, but I also release myself to now create with those who are aware of their soul, who create from source energy. Because now we still learn lessons. The lessons don't just stop. We still learn lessons. We still have challenges. We still have all of those things to experience. However, now they're in the presence of love, the presence of source, the presence of joy, the presence of abundance, the presence of prosperity, the presence of your existence, the truth of your being. Be patient with yourselves, divine beings, for you are truly divine. And you are simply remembering just how divine you are, for you have truly forgotten, and it was for purpose. We could not come here to earth guns a-blazing, trying to show or direct humans how to allow themselves love. That is counterintuitive. We had to simply be the unawakened, awaken into love. in order to heal them by the path that you have lived from unawakened to awakened has now healed an energy, healed a frequency within humanity. And now those who might find themselves on a similar path have an energetic tether, a frequency, a healing, which they can now walk along to their healing. By you healing it, you allow others a healing, for now you can also heal it within them by just being. Okay, we are ready for the oracle cards. What more do we receive from the frequencies of the divine feminine, divine masculine, and the awakened frequency, and the unknown frequency, for we feel it's a collaboration between those. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, the heart chakra, the heart space, divine love. This is where your soul is creating. And your soul is saying we are creating through the highest frequency of divine love, and this is to bring a powerful healing to you. For as you surrender to you, and as you align to your promptings, which very well might ask you to do some things which you are not used to, might ask you to step out of your comfort zone, might ask you to release people who do not truly see you, who do not truly appreciate you, as you simply allow yourself to release the conditioned love, the known love, and allow yourself to receive divine love, unknown love, love born of your soul, of source energy, of the source energy you are, you then learn to love yourself like you have never loved yourself before. For you understand that you have never been wrong, you've always been allowed to be. That inner child within you awakens. Your heart opens up to receive more. You stop deciding what the world is, and you allow the world to show you who you are, as now your frequency is reflected back to you through each and every single physical experience. You allow yourself abundance, you allow yourself peace, you allow yourself soul connections, you allow yourself the happiness, guiltlessly, a freedom, guiltlessly, a wealth, guiltlessly, power, guiltlessly. For you understand your power is love, for you allow yourself to be within the discovery of love, so all you do is love. So you do not fear what you do, you do not fear where you go, you do not fear anymore. You release the frequency of fear here. You no longer fear your day. You no longer fear who comes into your space. You no longer fear who you are inspired to speak to. You no longer hide yourself. You no longer hide your wings. You no longer hide your power. You no longer hide your magic. For you know every single being, every single situation you are aligned to is a resonant frequency. Thus, they are ready to receive you, and you are ready to receive them. It's time that you align to the highest frequency of you. Your truth be known, your truth be seen, your truth be heard, your truth be felt, your truth be. You are such love. And your beautiful energies and your soul is teaching you right now, reminding you right now of the love you are. Awakening you to the love you are. Which brings stability, beautiful stability and balance in your life. Healer of the ages, here you are. Look at you. You are a healer of the ages, a healer of the timeline. You are here to anchor in the Aquarian realm, just as before we anchored in the Piscean realm. We anchored in that realm of illusion in order to assist humanity to see how they create blindly We came here to reflect their madness. We came here to reflect their recklessness. We came here to reflect to them the chaos and the destruction that ensues as they create in their blindness. So don't react to it now. Don't react to the chaos. They finally are aware of it. And the fact that we are awakening and that the world sees, the world can now see what the suffering, the world can now see the damage, the world can now see all of that, doesn't mean it's getting worse. It means we're finally awakening. For thousands of years ago, it was normal. All the fighting was normal. The pillaging was normal. The discrimination was normal. We are awakening. We are healing the ages. And now it is time for you to shift into your frequency of the Aquarian realm. For each and every single one of you attracted to this reading, you are a healer, a light anchorer of the Aquarian frequency. That's why you are here. That is why you are compelled to be your truth. That is why you're compelled to be in your authenticity. No matter what you do, you cannot help but wish to create from love, from truth, from authentic divine beings. It feels odd for you to be fake, and you can tell fake people a mile away. They literally give you the shivers. People, you can see when somebody is gaslighting you. You can see when somebody is a spiritual being by word, but not by deed, not by truth. An unawakened healer who does not do the healing upon themselves, who does not go upon their own soul journey, and yet instructs everybody else to do so. An empty vessel trying to teach only gives emptiness to all. You need to be full. You need to do the healing yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to truly allow yourself the truth of you. In order for you all to heal this age of Aquarian, or rather to heal and to align the age of Aquarius, so to heal the Piscean realm into the Aquarian realm, to heal this age, you need to allow yourself the healing within yourself. You need to live the truth. You need to be authentic. You need to do the work. You need to do the inner child work, the trauma work. You need to allow yourself the freedom, the clarity of you, to trust in your soul, to release the external from being your stability and your ease, releasing holding the external responsibility of your well-being. Oh, if I just have money in my account today, then I know everything's okay. Why do you hold money responsible for your well-being? Oh, you know, if that person speaks to me, then I'll be fine. Why do you hold that person responsible for your ease? You are source energy. Stop handing over your crown to anything that just comes your way. Why would you do that? Why would you disown all that you are on a whim for someone? You cannot assist them from there. You cannot step down from your power to heal. You need to be within your power, complete, in order for you to heal within your power, complete. To heal the age of truth and clarity, you need to be within your truth and your clarity. It is the only way. And so right now you are being healed. You are being guided through a healing, a transformation, in order for you to be in the truth of you. Everything else in the universe is completely at present. Only humans decide to step down from their existence in order to impress others, to show their care, to show their love. Love does not require you to step down from yourself. Love does not require you to betray your soul. Remember this. Don't let your own mind hold you back. Don't let your own heart imprison you. Heal the mind, heal the heart. Come back to Source. Let Source show you the truth of your soul, the truth of your love, the truth of your worth, the truth of your power. You are a healer of the ages. For you to awaken as such, you are being healed yourself within the frequency of this age. Angel of love. Yes. You are destined for love. Yes. You have been on quite a mission in this physical frequency, and it feels as though to most of you love is all but lost. And this is Source saying, oh no, love is simply being reset, transmuted to the truth of love. The love you have lost was the illusion. The love you have lost was the idea. The dreams and the fantasies and the goals were the illusion. You have simply lost the love you were taught about, the love you had read about, watched movies about, sang about, you were programmed into believing was real. That's the love you lost. For love is not still. Love is not defined. Love is fluid. Love is flowing. Love is ever-changing. Love is evolving. Love is growing. Just like you, love is a frequency. It cannot be contained. It can only be discovered. Discovered through your authentic being. And it's time for you now to learn the love you are. You are an angel of love. You are. Each and every single one of you is love creating. And should you allow yourself the truth of you, the authentic presence of you, you are love. You are love. And all you do is love. Do not fear that which you are. Do not fear that which you do. You are love. You are love. You are love. And yes, it might not appeal to many. It might disrupt others' root chakras. Disrupt it, yes. Let those foundations create an illusion break in order to be rebuilt within divine frequencies of source, of love, of truth. Your love heals, your way heals, your truth heals, your expression is love. Do not fear that which you are. Do not fear your truth. You are love, and you are destined for the love you are. You are here to discover how your love looks like, how your unique, powerful, limitless, your glorious frequency of love looks like in your current physical form, which is also ever-changing, ever-evolving, should you allow it, should you release all to be within the fluidity of your soul. Release the knowledge of the old, no longer serves you. Release the knowledge of the past, it simply doesn't serve you. Allow yourself to receive from your soul, from your truth, from the mastery of you. You are beyond earth. You have been around way before earth was even an idea amongst the frequencies of source energy. Before it even came into being, you were there. So do not deny yourself, limit yourself, entrap yourself, enslave yourself through the frequencies which you discovered here, which you were taught here, which you were conditioned and programmed into accepting here. Free yourself the limitation of human creation. Free yourself the limitation of the perceived human frequency. Allow yourself the limitless and abundant exploration of true manifestation in this physical realm. Show humans what they truly are. Show humans what they truly can be. Show humans their infinite potential and evolution capacity. Show humans their infinite capacity for love, for healing, for growth, for nurture, for celebration, for abundance, for healing. Show humans the truth of their frequency by being the truth of your frequency. You are love. Be it by simply being you. Then you discover the love you are. And it will be unknown to you. So don't try to define it, even to recognize it. Allow it to surprise you. Others will feel the love within you and will say, "Ooh, you are such love." And they have done. You've felt this. Others feel your energy and they declare the love you are, declare the comfort, the ease, the safety, the truth, the healing you are. Yes, 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 you are love. And you are destined for such love on this path. Man holding the heart. This would be the King of Cups in Standard Tarot. And just look at how much heart we're getting, right? The heart chakra there with Archangel Raphael, the heart space. Healer of the ages, the heart space. The angel of love holding a heart. And here we have now the man holding a heart. And this is the divine masculine. This is the masculine energy finally awakened. This is the emperor evolving into the divine emperor. For now, your action, your doing is all aligned within your soul, within divine love. Your deeds are love. Your actions are love. Your thoughts are love. Your manifestations are love. They simply are. This is you electing to now create and to discover yourself within the frequency of love. No longer the frequency of fear. No longer the frequency of the absence of you. And Spirit is bringing another beautiful message here. Understand as you evolve and as you rise in frequency, as you are doing so beautifully well. Some of you, the majority of you, are awakening to new abilities and new abilities, new spiritual abilities, perhaps new creative abilities, and along with it, some residual resistance from the timeline past. What that means is, say for example, in a previous life, you had the power of divination. You could see the future. You could divine energies, forthcoming events. And in that timeline, your power was so advanced that the people around you rejected it, calling you a witch or a wizard or however they wished. And then you were met with anger, met with judgment, persecution. And that is how you left the timeline. In this timeline, as you now reclaim that ability, it almost comes back at the setting it was last set. So however you reacted, or however your power and ability was responding to the time, and especially the time was fear-based, and it truly was, for that was the depth of the Piscean realm, when our abilities were this awakened. That's generally when we were all crucified or drowned or burnt at the stake, etc. So understand that when our abilities came into being back then, they were not necessarily welcome. So the setting, or rather the way that your abilities were reacting to the environment, were not entirely in the highest frequency for you, where you are now. So as you now receive these abilities, as you now receive these gifts, as they now re-enter your frequency, you might feel a bit scared out of nowhere, doubtful out of nowhere, feeling a bit insecure out of nowhere, feeling very fearful, distrusting, And that's because the residual resistance is still there in the frequency of your ability. And Spirit is saying, take a moment, transmute the energy to divine love, transmute the energy from unawakened to awakened energies, clear and banish the fear of that frequency, and newly integrate the gift and the ability, the creative energy into your current higher frequency. Because right now we are allowed, right now we can be, right now you are allowed to express yourself. And should you be in your truth and you anchor into the awakened frequency each morning, universe, we look forward to awakened experiences. We release the unawakened frequency. We no longer wish to learn from those energies. We cannot learn from those energies. There's nothing more to learn from there. We now align to the awakened frequencies, and we now look forward to awakened co-creations, awakened manifestations, awakened beautiful destined opportunities, awakened experiences, an awakened day, an awakened us. We look forward to us in truth. Now you've shifted the frequency to only those and the situations that allow the presence of your soul. And so everyone will respond in a gentle, peaceful, and allowing way to however you present. They might not understand it, but they certainly will not try to reject it or try to suppress it. They'll simply just be open and allowing, and those who aren't, they won't be there. You don't have to convince them. If you're trying to convince someone of something, that's when you meet resistance, because you're literally trying to force an energy which is not resonant with you to resonate. That is efforting. We did not, if we could do it that way, we would have come again full on, guns blazing, but we didn't do that. We had to come in here gently, almost with them not knowing we are here, amongst them, awakening with them, in order to allow them their own awakening. You are being raised to the actioning of your divine love frequency. And yes, Spirit is confirming, absolutely. A lot of you had to release a lot of partners, a lot of families and friendships. There are partnerships, romantic partnerships, soul families and soul friendships coming to you. You are simply asked to release the confining and the imprisonment of the term friend, friendship, family. For those words still have a sense of conditioning. Rather, allow yourself to be an eternal divine being who co-creates with those who are also eternal divine beings. And should you resonate, you are simply resonating. In the higher frequencies, or rather in the soul space, let's say in the non-physical space, there's no such thing as friendships or familyships. There's no such thing. For that is to confine, that is to restrict, that is now you're my friend, you have to do things a certain way. Now that you're my soul family or soul friend, now you have to still do something a certain way. There's no such thing. We simply are. We simply are. Should we resonate? Resonate. Should we not resonate? It's okay. You're not an enemy either. You simply are. And we can feel the guides in your higher self ask you to release the almost childish and immature way of viewing things, which is very human, which is this bond of you're my friend, you're my family, you're my this, you're my this, you're my tether, you're my tether, you're my tether, you're my tether, codependency, 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 codependency. Release that way of feeling and thinking. It does not serve you. It is a limitation on your evolution, on your truth, on your existence. You are an eternal being. Every frequency is an eternal frequency. All beings are eternal beings. We're having a temporary physical experience. Should you resonate, wonderful. You might resonate for a year, you might resonate for 10 years, you might resonate for the rest of this physical experience, you might resonate for the rest of this physical experience and for 1,000 more years after, and then after 1,000 years of being together, understand, we have shifted. I now need to go that way, and you need to go your way. And there isn't a dramatic heartbreak, there isn't a huge emotional, oh no, what am I going to do now? For you are whole. You've never required the person to exist. You've never required them. This is not a coldness. It might seem cold because you were conditioned into believing that you have to be there and sacrifice yourself for another person. You have to show you care. You have to, you have to put everybody else first and not you. That was all the programming and all the control trying to keep you lesser than who you are. And it's time for you to truly acknowledge this. This is the realm of truth. The Queen of Swords is on it in this realm. You're an eternal being. You are source energy. It's time for us to step into that frequency. It's not cold. It's so loving. It's so loving that the other person is free and yet chooses to love you. That's how loving it is. The other person is free as they love you, is free to be, is free to exist as they love you. And you are free to be. You are free to exist as you love them. That's how loving it is. You have your freedom. You have your power. You have your dreams. You have all that you are, and yet you receive love still. No bindings, no restriction, no conditions. You are, and you are loved. You will have these beautiful connections. Release the notion of the friendship, family, words and groupings. We use them still as soul family and soul friends. We say that in order to make it relatable and understandable. However, we feel that it is time that we truly understand that it is more soul flame, twin flame, soulmate frequencies. Yes. Those words do not have a binding. Soulmate might still have a binding because of how it's understood in this human realm. However, soul flame and twin flame, not so much. It's a little bit more mystical. Allow whichever wording allows the freedom of the other, is what we are saying. Whichever one allows the freedom of the other. And should you be able to call one a friend and yet release them, beautiful. For now you have healed the frequency of friendship to unconditional love. And that is where we are headed to. That is why we are here. You are blessed. You are a blessing. You are a sovereign power. You are a healer. You are a love. All that is happening to you right now is not for punishment. You have done all the work. You truly have, which is why you are here. You have done the work to shift into the Aquarian realm. You are simply now being reminded of how the energies here work. By you being reminded of how your energies work. For you are the creator and everything honors you. Are you honoring your truth in order for this realm to truly reflect you? The absence of truth does not work in this realm. This is not the realm of illusion. The absence of truth shifts you to the Piscean realm, shifts you to the resistance, shifts you to the unawakened energies. The presence of truth, home. For now you exist. For now you allow yourself to be the love you are. Blessed be.